Hi, I'm Kevin. I am the CTO here at Dream Factory, and I wanted to put together a quick little demonstration of some new and exciting capabilities that we have with integrating with LLMs. You can imagine an LLM that knows exactly which data it can access securely without writing a single line of integration code. Our agentic LLM approach, powered by Dream Factory, discovers permissible endpoints on the fly and fetches only the necessary data with built-in role-based access control and rate limiting. It's virtually impossible for AI to overreach. You get the agility of real-time intelligence plus enterprise-grade security controls you need to keep your sensitive data secured. To showcase this ability, we have just a very bare bones demo here that allows you to import your Dream Factory specific API key. Now, this API key is already carrying the permissions to a SQL Server API that we have pre-configured within Dream Factory. As I set that key on the right-hand side, you will see a constant flow of data that is just going to give us a baseline understanding of what that model is actually invoking under the hood. It's just confirming that we do have access to Dream Factory and some data here. Let's start by asking it a question. Let's keep this simple to start by just saying, hey, what APIs do you have access to? Right away, it's going to go ahead and make that request to Dream Factory and respond here saying it has access to a SQL Server database service. Now, we are using the worldwide importers example dataset within that instance. So I'm already familiar with some of the data, but we can go ahead and start asking some questions like, do you have access to any information regarding city data? Again, on the right-hand side, what's happening is it's calling Dream Factory, specifically the schema endpoint, to better understand what access it has and what that data looks like. Here we can see it responds with, yes, I have access to the application.cities table in the SQL Server service, and it gives us a high-level understanding of what is in that data set, as well as some related data. What we can do now is ask another question like, okay, well, what are the top 5 most populated cities? Again, it's going to go through its flow of calling Dream Factory and make a request performing the filter that is needed, that is limiting to just 5 and ordering them by population size. So back on the left-hand side, we get our 5 most populated cities. Let's make this a little bit more interesting by seeing if the model can join data, right? We're strictly talking about the cities table at this point, but I need information on the territory, the sales territory that this city belongs to. That data does exist, it's just in its own table that would have to be joined here. So let's say, what sales territory is Chicago in, and what is their airport called? Again, we're going through our same steps of Dream Factory, only accessing that data set that we have explicitly granted. It is gathering all of that information, and it's going to compile it for us. So Chicago is in the Great Lakes sales territory. So it has successfully performed that join for us. And the airport information I asked for does not exist within the SQL Server database. So it's going to fall back to its own general knowledge base. Here, we're just going to get some validation points on that data source and the details. So it found Chicago, It had gone through its data path of looking at the cities, then the state providences, and finally the sales territory, and explains how it came to that conclusion with the specific query it ran. So this will minimize any hallucinations and ensure that you're getting the most relevant and up-to-date information. We're very excited about this capability and sharing it with any new users, specifically that are looking to chat with their own proprietary data in a fully secure way with no integration code required. Thank you.